Cotto can do to try to upset.
And mention that they're using, well, maybe you can.
Because they almost agreed on that. One having 10 and one to switch is the standard rule for junior.
But like Mayweather was accustomed to. Round one is not a mismatch punches and
class fighters, yeah, really. Not only this is what the title is, ring kings. That's what they are. I mean, it's not just Mayweather and an opponent. Both of the guys.
Misses with the right hand. Miguel is fighting with confidence.
This is because they can't influence.
Hasn't taken all that much of the. Right hand over the top by Mayweather.
From what both guys have been fighting in the past. And at this stage right now,
very hard to land a right hand against Floyd Mayweather. I've always thought that if you're ever going to beat him, the formula is body shots.
But it's not that easy. Mayweather works very good with his left shoulder.
This is the plan for Cotto for sure. Corner Mayweather in the corner and 2 rounds. Miguel Cotto just missed that left.
Who is trying to get away from mitts Mayweather to hits Mayweather.
But of course, just as he's brilliant at everything.
Even though Floyd is considered the defense fighter in the fight, you see him landing shots, very good eyes, picking shots right between the gloves, the side of the gloves, even though Miguel has his hands up high.
You don't expect it. Miguel fighting behind a tight guard, as you pointed out, Emmanuel. And he gets in body shots.
But he's protecting his side, his right side, where he gets hit at the hooks. And also, look at Floyd's eyes all throughout his fight.
Still,
he can enroll in his shoulders.
As usual. Mayweather smiles and shakes his head. Here's the jab.
Which is a jab, particularly if you jab over.
Miguel almost got money on a right hand there. Lancing blow. Now he lands the jab again.
A lot of jabs, particularly in the first 8.
3-0 Mayweather.
Something you need to watch too. For Miguel to punch, he has a little bounce, and then he has. Whereas Miguel, you can see him. He bounces in, and then you can see his punches coming.
Mayweather lands the right hand around Cotto's glove.
He has the bounce, and then he starts a little charge. Floyd could see it in timing.
But basically, Jim, so far the fight is what it would. They couldn't see how Cotto was going to really break through that defense.
Great defense on Miguel's part there also.
Pretty good defense by
side to the Floyd, even though he may be behind on points.
Blocking or semi-blocking most of
against the ropes there, but Mayweather was. But it's a good fight, and the crowd's enjoying it.
it seems, except an occasional jab.
Doesn't stop Cotto for trying. He's fighting a very determined fight.
May is 5 years ago tonight in a career-changing fight.
But what he's done, Floyd is rolling his left shoulder. He's fighting, leaning back to him, then just throwing.
I wondered if that was a great straight right hand by Mayweather. It appeared to me at the end of the rest. Do you see his stamina fading here?
Well, I can't say at this stage. I didn't notice that much, but it could be. But you cannot get tired with a fighter like Mayweather.
Right hand over the top for Cotto. Partial contact.
He's having to fight harder, oddly enough, against Mayweather. So we'll see if all of that scientific conditioning he supposedly went through is going to help him sustain this.
And by the way, Larry, you mentioned that Mayweather beat De La Hoya in May. Just because they're a match set, perhaps. He also beat Shane Mosley in May 2 years ago. Shots. Mayweather's still getting the best of it, but there's blood trickling from his nose again. Cotto's making a mark here and there.
Heated exchanges in the last round, but still, if you look very closely, Floyd rolls punches, gets away from it, and catches punches back, and with his counter, and then he'll turn his shoulder back and put his body back over. I call
Seemed to have worked for Cotto, but he keeps working.
He's a heavier boned guy than Floyd. He's basically
Cotto fought at 140, so there's a natural little bit of a size difference between them now.
right hand down the middle by Mayweather. Good jab by Cotto.
Why would he go to the ropes if he has this advantage here? Every opponent?
Oh, they're smiling at him in there.
Certainly, Mayweather is the stalker.
The right hand in.
Fighting like that, started really to fight this well. Was he going to get tired?
More fighting in 5 and 6
against the master boxer like Mayweather.
That right hand was blocked. That right hand was blocked. That right hand seemed to be amused in Mayweather's corner that he's bleeding from the nose and the mouth between rounds, but judges see
well up and bust up so easily in fights, and I'm surprised.
Cotto trying to get a beat on exactly what Miguel's doing now. And there's the Mayweather.
There was a time when Mayweather didn't throw those kinds of meaningful 2 or 3 punch combinations.
These are 2 world-class fighters.
Left hand shot to the body.
Here you see the defense of Miguel Cotto, where he blocked the sweeping right hand and came back with a short jab of his own, which has probably been the most.
Rare right hand that landed pretty well on Mayweather's chin.
Cotto got away with a low blow right below the belt and hammered it against Mayweather. Another right hand shot to the body. Mayweather's allowing some body shots here, which could be a factor later in the fight. Boom! Cotto's putting a lot of impetus on him. Good left hook. Semi-uppercut by Mayweather. Cotto takes it well. Big uppercut by Mayweather with the left hand. Now he's found another weapon, Emmanuel. He comes back to it again.
And this is what he's been looking for, trying to find a good punch. And I think he's found it's a left uppercut. And this is what's the challenge with fighting Floyd. Going down the stretch, Floyd thinks so well when he's tired. And this is going to be the challenge because often.
But Cotto makes his mark too. Cotto. Mayweather landing back, but Cotto is the one who's putting hard left.
Lost the round this clearly and solidly.
Here you see Miguel having Floyd trapped in the corner, making it a physical brawl, doing exactly what's the best thing and the only thing that he can do to beat Floyd.
Cotto's body shots in that round began to sound like Canelo Alvarez's body shots against Shane Mosley.
Yeah.
Hook by Cotto. Jab by Cotto. Mayweather with a body shot.
Now Cotto is fighting off the ropes. This is
He's a better fighter tonight than Castillo was in that first fight. Mayweather missed with those.
6 rounds, closed up this fight, made it. He didn't fight that.
He might have been exhausted. This is he who's been through so many wars, has had so many more difficult rounds
in the past.
Margarita and the fight with Manny Pacquiao. He still suffered a lot of.
I don't see any lack of will.
Go proud.
You could say he's making Floyd earn his 40 or...
Love blocking those right hands.
Very good going down the stretch because he's a good...
The course of long fights, physical fighter who is getting seem all that much more tantalizing.
Ready, yeah.
Well, and he's Alvarez's fence. I think most of us believe
Or
punching. Floyd's more of a pure boxer and a brilliant one. Cotto slowing down here.
Mayweather in a hard fight, and he must...
In the fight. That uppercut, and there's another left. Going